Closed captioning for The Casey Malone Show is sponsored by Hunter Stevens Land Title Agency. Integrity, service, and commitment you can trust.
Oh yeah, Casey Malone is serving up local. It's time for the stories of our region, the tastes, the sights, the sounds, and the people in and around the valley. Get ready for some local flavor on The Casey Malone Show.
Today, I go ice skating at the Jewish Community Center, and I prepare mac and cheese with butternut squash. But first, let's deck the halls with help from Fodor Tree Farm. Christmas time is the heart of Fodor Tree Farm, and John and Tara have expanded well beyond cut your own and pre-cut Christmas trees. Gorgeous wreaths and garland are also available. I snagged a spot at the Holiday Wreath Workshop and proved that I am still craft challenged. Okay, so here's how it works. You see, every station has a glue gun and a wreath. And then I'm picking out my ribbon, I'm picking out some of my accents, and then there's extra glue sticks. I am not really good with the glue stick or any of this, but I think this will make a nice wreath. And there's all kind of embellishments that we could go with. So, I don't know, we're gonna get started. She's gonna give us instructions.
Make your loop, but just kind of extend it through so it's longer, and then you're gonna gather it so it crimps together, because basically you're gonna hold your center of your bow with two fingers, your thumb and your pointer finger. Twist it, and it helps you gather it and hold it here when you twist it, and then that's your first loop. Gather, pinch it.
I don't really think so, but I appreciate it.
Other side.
Yep.
I love you, Tara Fodor.
Okay.
Okay, now what do you think of my final product?
It looks good.
Okay, you like it?
Yeah.
What are the elements here that you really like?
I love the combination that she did with the pine cone, berry, and status, kind of in a cluster. I do love that. We do that often in our wreaths, so.
I like the juxtaposition of all the natural elements and then the gold bow.
Yes.
You know,
yes.
you go from natural to a little zhuzhy.
A little bit of zhuzh.
I like it.
I love plaid though. I'm a plaid.
The plaid is very traditional.
Yeah.
But then again, you went a little different with the brown and the green. I like it.
Yeah, very good. Look how pretty.
All natural green.
Yeah.
It is very natural. I like the way
color.
the baby's breath brings out the white in here.
Uh-huh.
I like that. This is Dana's. All the way in from Niles. Beautiful job. Linda Lou, what did you think? Look at Linda. Gorgeous. Now, Shelly, I think it's simple,
I like simple.
but it's got a lot going on. You got the boxwood. No, she does. And I love the cluster, which is, and I love the bow. So my mother, Jelaine, and I are now looking for the perfect Christmas tree. And the other side of Team Fodor is John Fodor. So Tara does more of the decorations, but you are the soul. You bring the tree. How long has your family been in the tree business?
Well, I started with my dad back in the 60s. He started a little nursery and started planting these really as a hobby. And he was planting trees and selling Christmas trees, and he just said, hey, this is always fun money. This is how we bought the Christmas gifts, you know?
I mean, how many acres do you dedicate to Christmas trees?
Right now, about 4 to 5 acres, and we're expanding every year.
Do you give them the size and everything when they come?
Yeah, absolutely. So you got two options when you come. You could either get a pre-cut tree where it's already cut down, and we'll put a fresh cut on it, shake it, bale it. All you got to do is pick it out. If you want a field cut tree, we give you a saw, a measure and pull if you want. And this is one of those rules of thumb. The trees always look smaller outside.
Of course.
You know, and that's why I'm walking around with this right now. When you say, hey, this is a perfect 8-foot tree, and then you go like, and you look at it and you're
whoa.
like, okay, we're over 9 foot tall.
Okay, yeah.
So the best advice I give people is know your ceiling height before you come out. Know kind of the width of the tree that you're looking for, because you'll see every tree is different. You have your pencil trees, it's real skinny.
Yep.
But I mean, even looking at this here, we just go backwards.
And then you've got to figure the fall. They're going to drop.
A little bit. I mean, this tree, being that it's natural,
Oh, well, this has been outside.
It's never been.
Yeah.
It's outside. This is really how it's going to look. It could fall a little bit, but it's going to be 4.5 foot wide, 8 foot tall. As much as it's a small little farm, it's still fun for people that live in suburbia. And I mean, you get to come out, you get a saw, and you get to cut it down.
Your own tree.
And that's what kids remember. I mean, even my high school workers that are here now, they're like, man, I remember as a kid, I would cut and cut and cut on that tree, and my dad would have to take over. And those are the memories that people have, and that's what they want to pass on. They want to do with their kids, and that's part of the fun of it.
I mean, it is a Christmas tree farm.
Yes.
And other than flowers, I mean, you do an amazing job with the Christmas decor.
Yeah.
Do you guys like Christmas?
We love Christmas.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And when do you shut it down and finally enjoy the season? Because you're all prepped, from Thanksgiving on.
Oh yeah, we started about 2 weeks ago, so it's full on until probably mid-December. Usually around
mid-December.
Like the 18th-ish.
And then you're kind of like, we're out of trees, we're done.
Closing up. Yeah.
What is one of your favorite traditions now that you have your lovely wife and 3 little ones?
Well, our tradition is our family breakfast on Christmas morning. So every year she gets up at the crack of dawn and she's down there.
Before the crack of dawn, yeah.
3, 4 in the morning, and she's making cinnamon roll dough and rolling out cinnamon rolls. So we wake up and there's just pie pan after pie pan loaded with cinnamon rolls.
Really?
It's a tradition my mom did when we were little, and now we've continued that on, and now we have our family come over whenever they can. Just pop over, have some breakfast, and
Everyone in
And
their
then you
PJs.
stick them in, and then everybody gets little fresh.
cinnamon rolls, and we have casseroles and different things too. But
And ham.
Yeah, and
I
ham.
love ham.
And then do we take some time off January?
A little bit. Yeah.
It's time for the photos to
Yeah.
chill.
Yes. Yeah, between Christmas and New Year's is always fun for us because that's the week to unwind, to relax, and usually come January 1, we're typically headed south.
We'll be right back with more local flavor. I'm all about local, and my bank is Farmers National Bank. Farmers is the true hometown bank in the Mahoning Valley, standing strong for our local families and businesses since 1887. Farmers is also future-focused with a lab branch, interactive teller machines, and best-in-class mobile mortgage app. We've all learned the value of local relationships, businesses, and communities. Switch to Farmers.
Kamara Jewelers is the place to buy an engagement ring because we want a relationship with you that lasts a lifetime. Your commitment with her is the same commitment we have to you.
We want to sit down with you and teach you about diamonds so you're educated on what you're buying. We have the largest selection we ever have, which is the largest in the area, and at the best value. And if it's not something in our case, we could always custom make it. We can make any dream come true.
Get real, get Kamara.
Rulli Brothers has a great choice of quality cheeses. We use our relationship with Old Road Houses to specially select the product and then have it custom cut and packaged by our own local artisans. At Rulli Brothers Market, our family is in the store.
Join the Island Purple Cat family. Employment opportunities are available. Given is living. Join the Isle and Purple Cat family. Employment opportunities are available at $13 an hour. Given is living.
To own a business where your name's on the window can be pretty cool. That's my family. My name is Danny Catullo, and I'm the owner of Catullo Prime Meats. My grandfather started the business in 1962. I was able to take our old style butcher shop and bring it out to the new age using e-commerce to get our products to more customers. When we started shipping, there was not a ton of information out there. That's where we really worked with FedEx so they could be able to help us with our perishable shipping. We were taking on new purchases that we never had to make before. Boxes, coolers, ice packs, anything that was involved around shipping. So we can no longer do this with the cash that we had on hand. So because of the Plum Card from American Express and all of its benefits, it was a natural fit to help grow our business. And when someone calls and lets you know that you made their dinner, that's satisfaction that you can't get anywhere else.
I'm Elizabeth Bernard. For more than 30 years, I've provided our Valley with sound legal advice. My associate Jennifer Rigetti and I will be your legal representatives if you're involved in a car, truck, or motorcycle accident. Don't try to handle it yourself. We'll navigate the red tape of dealing with doctors, medical insurance, and all the obstacles that you'll face. Remember, there are no upfront fees on personal injury cases, and hiring a lawyer does not mean you have to go to court.
Call attorney Elizabeth Bernard, local legal experience for more than 30 years.
Family-owned Mayflower Woolham Insurance Group is your full-service independent agency. Our family works with a variety of insurance companies, so you have the best choices for your insurance needs. Let us find the right product at the right price. Personal lines, business, farm, commercial insurance, life insurance. Trust locally owned Mayflower Woolham. You focus on what's important.
We'll take care of the details.
Mayflower Woolham, close by with 3 locations to serve you.
You better come on in my kitchen.
I've made macaroni and cheese on the show a few different times. I use the traditional one with a few pounds of cheese, lots of milk, heavy cream, and I have made it with beer. But this one you are really going to like. It is made with a butternut squash. It adds a sweetness and a creaminess, just a little bit of cheese, and I'll tell you, it's a calorie cutter, but you really don't miss out on the taste. And I think one of the secret ingredients is sage. Love sage. For this recipe, you'll need 1 butternut squash, 10 to 15 sage leaves, 2 tablespoons of olive oil, 4 cloves of garlic minced, 2 cups of chicken stock, 2 cups of milk, 1/4 cup of freshly shredded sharp cheddar cheese, 1 pound of a small pasta, shells, farfalle, elbow, and salt and pepper to taste. Well, I already baked off the butternut squash. I halved it lengthwise. I took the seeds out of the cavity, and then I just drizzled with olive oil and salt and pepper. I baked it at 400 degrees for almost an hour, and you just want it to be fork tender. It's way easier to do this than peeling it and putting it in the pot with everything else. So I'll just scoop out this flesh. So now we are going to fry the sage leaves. These are gonna be our topping. You're gonna love it, so good. And our water is boiling. So let's add a little bit of salt to the water. And I want this a little al dente. So it says 9 minutes for al dente. So what I'm going to do is set the timer for 8 minutes because I want it a little underdone since I'm going to be throwing it back in and reheating it. All right, so while these are boiling, I have warmed up the 2 tablespoons of olive oil. And what I'm gonna do is just drop these sage leaves in. Hear that? And we're just gonna fry them. And it should only take about 2 to 3 minutes tops. All right, so I lowered the heat to medium, but it's still hot. And now I'll add the garlic. And we want to be careful because the oil is so hot. We don't want it to scorch and burn. We're just going to soften it for about 2 minutes. I am going to add the squash. So we're just gonna let this all mix together. We're going to add the chicken stock. If you'd like, you could also add vegetable stock. And we're going to add the milk. I'm using 2% whole milk, whatever kind you'd like. And what we're gonna do is bring this to a simmer. So now it's really come to a nice simmer. And now we are just going to blend out all the lumps from the squash. Okay, so now I'm going to add the cheese and then just keep stirring it until it comes to a nice, smooth, glossy consistency. Well, it looks really good. And as it sits over the low heat, it thickens up a little bit before we add the noodles. And you see I haven't really put any salt or pepper in here. And now is a good time to do that adjustment. I think it does need a little salt. So I'm gonna add about a teaspoon. And of course, a couple grinds of pepper. So now we'll take the noodles. I drained them earlier. Oh, perfect. Look at this. So now I'm gonna put this into the serving dish. Oh, look at that. I like to add a couple of the fried sage and mix that in with some of the mixture so you get a little treat. I'm going to use the rest and top it with that. Don't forget, heat your broiler right now. I should have mentioned that. I have my broiler on medium, and I'm gonna stick it in there for about 10 minutes just so we get a nice baked topping. And you can use a sharp cheddar like I used, but I thought for a different flavor, I was gonna use some shaved Parmesan. I'm gonna stick this under the broiler for 10 minutes and this will be ready to go. Ah, look how beautiful. Now let it sit for a good 5 or 10 minutes before we serve it. Isn't this a beautiful dish? I mean, it's really easy. Very few ingredients. I love it. And speaking of better for you, you know how the old Blue Moons always got served with the orange wedge? Well, now they have Light Sky by Blue Moon, and this has tangerine in the wheat beer. Low calories, low carbs, and I'll tell you, the orange and the beer works perfectly with this dish. It is so refreshing. Go to my website, CaseyMaloneShow.com, and look for my mac and cheese with butternut squash. This is a keeper. Cheers. The Casey Malone Show will be right back with more local flavor. I am back with Rude the Dude at the Magic Tree Pub and Eatery. And get ready, the fall menu is here.
Yeah, you know, our fall menu's out now. Like I said, we brought some new things on, some old favorites. So we're just gonna try it out. Along with that, we have some of your favorite local craft beers, the pumpkin beers, the fall beers. We've extended our hours for football seasons back, some of the local high school games, professional games. So we're just getting ready for the fall and winter season.
And remember, it's never too soon to start thinking about the holidays. You've already got class reunions and showers over in the Wine and Spirit Room. So if you want to book your party, now's a good time to do that.
Yeah, we can cater it at your house or cater it here. So if you want to take the night off and come in and let us do the cooking for your parties, we can do that.
And if you need any information, of course, you go to their Facebook or their website, magictreepubandeatery.com. My basement was dreadful. Cracked concrete, chipped tiles, it was my dumping ground. Carpet, vinyl, wood don't last. Now I have Pebblestone, the best basement floor covering. It has transformed my basement and expanded my family's living space. It's easy to clean, withstands flooding, and will never need replaced. You will love your basement. Pebblestone, the best flooring system.
Call today to save 60% off your new Pebblestone floor for a limited time only.
Rulli Brothers is way ahead of the competition. Check out Rulli Spice World, where you can buy bulk herbs and spices, plus candies, nuts, and fillings for pennies on the dollar. At Rulli Brothers Market, our family is in the store.
Is it time to update your color style? R&S Paint will assist you with your choice of over 3,400 Benjamin Moore colors. Vibrant, durable, and easy to apply. Be current, be stylish. Shop R&S Paint.
The perfect gift, Stonebridge Grill and Tavern, the best food in the Valley. For every $50 you spend on gift cards, you get a free $10 bonus card. Stonebridge Grill and Tavern, Route 224 in Boardman, and their new location on Route 46 in Howland.
Beauty finds a dwelling place, and peace enters as an abiding guest. In winter, the snow falls softly from the sky. The great hearth would blaze. What magical effects that has a charm of its own.
This holiday season, we cordially invite you back to Greystone, as Olive Arms might have imagined it, to celebrate memories of Christmas past, a Mahoning Valley tradition.
Well, we're here at the Jewish Community Center, and in the back is the Winter Campus. And now, the highlight of the Winter Campus is the ice shack and the ice skating rink. Laura Weimer, you were really involved in getting the grants, getting this together. And when I read about this, I could not believe that this isn't ice.
Yes, it is very different for our area. Absolutely.
And it doesn't need cold weather.
Does not need cold weather.
It does not need a Zamboni.
Nope.
How do you keep it so it is skatable with real ice skates?
Yeah, so with our winter campus, we did a lot of research to find a high quality synthetic ice. And so what we do is we have a special solution we put on top twice a week. And then we get out here with blowers, depending on the weather. So today, of course,
today is perfect for ice skating.
So much fun, but the prep is a little more work. You got to get the blowers out, you get the shovels, the squeegee. You got to do it all before you can lay anything down. Everyone wants to come out and do something with their family, and it's the perfect opportunity.
And it's free.
It's completely free.
Is it going to remain free?
It'll remain free. So we've had wonderful, generous donors, the Youngstown Foundation, Western Reserve Health Foundation, and J. Ford Crandall. They all gave us over $100,000 to make the rink happen. And so with that, we've been able to let people come in. We do have a small fee for skate rentals if you need one, but other than that, people can come out and enjoy themselves.
And I can't believe that you also are going to now have curling.
So that was definitely a fun new project for our team. We are new to curling as well as the ice rink, but you know, it's been really fun to learn the sport. We're planning on starting a curling league in February. It's very similar to bocce and cornhole,
yes.
And we Ohioans know bocce and cornhole. So anyone who wants to get into the game can come out, learn it. It's gonna be a rec league. We're gonna have fun with it. So anyone can come out and enjoy the league.
And then you have the warming house. So if people and families come, you sell warm drinks, coffee, hot chocolate, things like that?
Yeah, we have a nice little snack shack. So families, we have heaters out here as well because it does get pretty cold in the winter months. So they can come out, get hot chocolate, hot dogs, a pretzel, have a seat, enjoy themselves while they take a little break. And
the campus is so much larger and there's so much more than what happens inside that building.
Absolutely. We have our Logan campus, so we have an outdoor pool and sand volleyball. So we had sand volleyball leagues this past summer, which was really fun. We have our outdoor pickleball courts where we've started leagues and tournaments outside in the summer months. We also just converted a racquetball court into a beautiful school of visual arts with painting, pottery, classes for little kids all the way up through seniors. So I do feel like the JCC has really tried to find something for everyone, and you don't have to be Jewish to enjoy the JCC. Anyone is welcome.
Of course, to keep safe, you recommend that everybody go online and make a reservation.
Yes, so we are limiting our reservations to 30 spots an hour so that there's fewer people on the ice at the same time. Everyone has to wear a mask, so we make sure everyone is safe. But yeah, we are following all the guidelines by the CDC to make this a safe and fun place for everybody.
And can I book a party here? If kids, adults, whatever?
It has been so popular. We have had a ton of birthday parties out here. You get hot chocolate, you get to have a little space for your party, and then they get time on the ice at the same time.
So we really want to keep this free. So, through donations and through sponsorships and advertising?
Right, so the sponsorships that we got were to build the rink itself, but operation costs, we have 2 staff here at all times. We're always looking for sponsorships to help make it free for the community. So if anyone wants a dasher board sponsorship, they want to sponsor the ice shack, our curling lane, you name it, there's an opportunity. Even a title sponsorship, if they want to be the title sponsor of the ice shack.
Oh my gosh, the Casey Malone Glice Rink.
That has a nice ring to it.
I do like that. I do like that. And you can see I'm an excellent skater. I mean, really, honestly, the Olympics are calling.
Yes.
And then you can just sign up now. Can you just join the league with anybody, or for the curling league, how is that going to work?
Yeah, so if you go to our website, you can register for curling. We're doing teams of 4. So if you want to grab your friends, if you want to be a free agent, you can do that as well. Just let us know that you want to get put on a team. Everything is through our website. So jccyoungstown.org. You can make your reservation. You can look us up to book your party. If you want to do curling, you can sign up for that. Everything is through our website.
The Casey Malone Show is sponsored in part by Denise and John York and the DeBartolo Corporation.